Merry meet and welcome. This is a general reading for all signs for today, the 14th of December, 2023. Today I'm reading with this Botanica Occulta Tarot. And let's purify with this 300-year-old formula for eau de cologne that I made myself. You can find the link to the video on how to make this cologne and the link to how to purchase this deck by looking in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. I'll give this deck a nice clean cut and we will see what's in the cards for everybody today, the 14th of December. Starting with the Judgment card, followed by the Lovers card, and then we have the Knight of Cups. Well, that's nice. I'm liking that. So this Judgment card, there's absolutely no traditional symbolism on these cards. So you just have to know what they mean. So the Judgment card it's a beautiful deck though, isn't it? This one, let's see, what does it say? This is a poppy for Judgment. Interesting. Anyway, so the Judgment card is telling you all about how God judges you. And God judges you righteously because that's what God does. God knows who you are because God creates you. I don't even like the word created because God's creating you in the moment. And when I say God, I'm talking about the infinite intelligence, the one power of the universe. And so you want God's judgment about you or any situation because God doesn't see things through the eyes of your ego. God sees through the eyes of truth. So when you ask for God's judgment to be done, you're asking that you receive all your blessings. You ask that you have everything righted, that you see things clearly, and that things work out for you in beautiful, wonderful ways, because that's the will of the infinite for you. It's really important to realize that if you're not, you got to come to a clear-cut understanding that infinite spirit wants you happy, wants things to work out for you. It's not God's will that you have problems. So if you can come to that understanding, then you can receive those blessings which are already being showered upon you. But if your ego mind is thinking in terms of trying to figure things out for yourself or judging other people or being upset about things, all of those things, which we do, it gets you busy. So you're thinking about everything other than receiving your blessings, receiving the solution to your problems, being blessed by the infinite, who loves you no matter what. And by the way, does not hold your past against you. So it doesn't matter if you think you're deserving of something or another. It holds absolutely no sway over infinite intelligence's opinion of you. Okay? So no matter what you think, no matter how bad you think you were, or what mistake you think you made, or what you think that person did to you, or whatever it is, infinite intelligence only has the right judgment. And that judgment is that you're loved, you're lovable, and that your happiness is of utmost importance. So receiving those blessings. Now the Lover's card is talking about listening to inner guidance when you're making decisions. Let's see, what's this flower? The rose, the Adonis and the rose. Boy, that's small print and I have my glasses on. But anyway, in the normal symbolism of this card, there's an angel that's got a bow and arrow that's shooting an arrow somewhere in the car, in the scene of the card, and there's three people in the card that are looking everywhere else but where the angel is pointing. And that's what we do. We have that angel going, go here, go here, go here, go here, and we go everywhere else. We do whatever we want. So it's not only enough to know that you're loved, to know that you have blessings, to know that your problems can be solved, but you also have to listen to the guidance as it's given to you and make decisions based on inner promptings. Then what you have is this Knight of Cups, which is talking about where your help is coming from. Your help is coming from the invisible realms. Knights are helpers and warriors, but in peacetime they're helpers. They do all kinds of wonderful things for the community and those old legends. And the Suit of Cups is talking about your inner world, the invisible realms. So your help is coming through you, not at you. It comes through you. So whatever help you need, it's already there. It's about you, first of all, coming to the decision and to the understanding that the help is there and that the infinite wants you happy, then listening to the help, and then taking action only based on what you receive. So let's see here. We've got the Six of Wands. Ooh, I love that card. The Four of Coins. Wow. And then the Four of Cups. So Jupiter abounds. Jupiter abounds here. So Jupiter is that sphere number 4 on the Tree of Life that's called mercy. And Jupiter rules mercy, and mercy in the old Hebrew was synonymous with covenant. Mercy and covenant were the same word. They meant the same thing. So and a covenant means agreement or law, but it's an agreement that you make. You make an agreement with the infinite. The agreement that you made with the infinite is that you're going to understand the law of cause and effect. That's your basic agreement. Infinite intelligence says law of cause and effect will bring all results, right? And you understand that. So when we are dealing with a bunch of fours like this, it's really important to recognize that there is cause and effect. And with fours, it's saying you've got to get things in order to clean up the causes in your life. Don't bemoan the effects of your life. Instead, go and look at the causes. And what it's saying here is you got to get things in order. You got to get things in order in your physical world and in your spiritual world. So a daily spiritual practice and a good clear out. Getting your things in order, getting your money in order. Learning how to make sure that your filing is in order. Getting things in order, and that scares people. They're like, "Oh, it's so scary." No, it's not scary. It's wonderful because you're being guided and led at every turn. And as you get things in order in your physical realm and in your spiritual realm, there's a pathway through which that help can manifest. Right? So the Six of Wands is saying that the sixes are that solar light that does for us what we can't do for ourselves. And it's saying that there's been a miraculous change in your life, especially in regards to your work. And that this is right on top of this Judgment card. So there's already this big change. There's already these big blessings. Major, major, major. But until you have an infrastructure through which they can manifest more clearly, they are sitting there in potential. So you're being urged again and again, over and over again. Listen to guidance, get things in order. Listen to guidance, receive the assistance. Receive the assistance by making sure you know how to meditate. You don't have to have a special kind of meditation. You could use my Magic Minute technique. You can learn that in about 3 minutes and perform it 2 or 3 times a day. You could do that solar light meditation as your spiritual practice. You can learn that in a matter of moments and do that over and over again. You just need to make sure that you have a definite method of working and that you work it every day, spiritually speaking, so that that assistance can come through you. You have to have order in your physical realm so that the assistance that you are receiving and the blessings that you are receiving has a framework. It's really it's very challenging for infinite intelligence to bring gifts to you when you are not willing to receive them. And you know that you're not willing to receive gifts when there's no place for them to manifest, where you make sure that there's no room for them. Remember that that infinite spirit can only do for you what it can do through you. Right? A lot of people say, well, if God's so powerful, why doesn't God just fix it? Well, God did fix it. It's just that your will, but God also gave you free will to do anything you want with your mind. So so the solution to any problem was already created the moment there was the problem. So if you're not doing your part, infinite intelligence simply has to wait patiently until you are willing to do your part, because that's the covenant. That's this covenant. It's a co-creation. It's a cooperative effort. You're not an automaton. You're not a puppet where infinite intelligence is just going to play dolls with you and put you where it wants you to be. Infinite intelligence wants you to thrive and to use your creative gifts and wants you to really do well and move forward in life and excel in all ways, and is giving you all the infrastructure, all of the power, all of the ideas, all of the blessings, all of the resources, everything you need to thrive. But it can only happen if you're willing to do your part. And your part is not that big of a deal. Get some stuff in order. Keep your mind focused. Listen to guidance. Receive the assistance. That's not so hard. You can do that. And you can call on that solar light to do for you all of the things you feel like you can't do. So if you feel like it's too much for you, something is too much, call on that solar light. The solar light will lighten your load and make sure that you see how to do it in a different way, in a way that's easy. And will rearrange things in your life so that the divine design of your life is what is in operation. So that you're not always fighting against the current. You're actually moving with the current of that awesome power of the blessings that this judgment card is talking to you about. Now, I do have a couple of meditations that you might want to listen to since you had these cards in your reading. The one for the judgment card is called Waking Up to Your Good, and the one for the Lover's card is called Receive Guidance on a Choice or Decision. Now, if you look in the video description of this video or any of my tarot videos, you'll find a link to all those tarot meditations. You're doing great. Just keep it up. Know that success is yours. Know that joy and happiness are yours. It's now time for you to do your part, and infinite intelligence will never fail to do its part. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely, today on YouTube we had the lovely Heather, and on Twitch we had the lovely Delene. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all for another general reading tomorrow. Blessed be.